Face movement, September the 4th, 2017. I'm bringing warnings and watches for Hurricane Irma, solar flares, and weather till September the 7th, 2017. Let's start off with space weather. Right now, we got two ARs that can produce M-class to X-class solar flare. We got AR-2674, and we got AR-2673. I'm putting warnings and watches till September the 7th for M-class to X-class solar flares from both of these AR sunspots. But I'm more concerned about AR-2673 because within the past 48 hours, that sunspot has grown within 10 folds. So there's a solar flare that's going to erupt from the sun. Most likely, it's going to come from AR-2673 as it keeps on and growing. But both of these solar sunspots, AR-2674 and AR-2673, both could possess M-class to X-class solar flare. If an M-class, X-class solar flare occur, it could cause a lot of things from increasing storms to earthquakes and to satellite failures and EMP blackouts around the world. Alright, so let's get started. Right now, Earth is entering another stream of solar wind, as we see on NASA right now, as we speak. So we're going to keep on seeing increase from, we just left a major coronal hole with solar winds, but we're entering another little stream of solar winds from the sun right now. So we're going to keep on seeing an increase, like I said yesterday, in storms around the world and in our country till September the 7th, 2017. That's why Irma went from a Category 3 to a Category 4 real fast. On top of it, it's getting hit by Haarp. And on top of it, it's in warm water. On top of that, it's in favored conditions. All right, folks. And from the solar winds, what do the solar winds do? Energize the clouds, energize the earth and the upper atmosphere. Now, if a solar flare happens, what does a solar flare do? It energizes the earth's atmosphere like solar winds, and it energizes the core and the stuff underneath the ground, folks. So warnings and watches for storms increase around the world till September the 7th from us entering solar winds, and warnings and watches for AR-2674 and AR-2673 most likely. If there's an eruption that's going to happen, it's going to be AR-2673. So let's get into Irma. Alright, names hold powers, and names are very important. The name that they're using for the 2017 hurricane list is the same names that they used in 2005, except there is Hurricane Rita was retired, Hurricane Katrina, Wilma, a whole bunch of hurricanes. 4 or 5 hurricanes were retired in 2005, but they renamed them and got new hurricane names this year. And this year in 2017, from 2005, 12 years ago, we got Hurricane Irma. The name Irma meaning of Irma is war goddess. Alright, on top of the name war goddess. Alright, on August the 21st, 2017, we've seen a total solar eclipse from the east to the west, and every single religion, belief system, and scholar since written history means death, destruction, war, famine, weather, and rebirth. And the name for Irma is war goddess. Alright, let's get into Intacast current radars. As we look at the current radars, there's not a lot of stuff going around the country. We're looking for Haarp rings and scalar squares. Around the Four Corner region, we do see Haarp rings. So around the Four Corner region, Nevada, also Arizona, Colorado, New Mexico, Utah. Within the next, from now to 72 hours, we're going to see severe rainstorms or possible thunderstorms. All right. On the West Coast, right now as we speak in LA County, the biggest fire is going down. So warnings and watches in LA County. Keep an eye out on that wildfire that's going down. They're supposed to be under control. And also, if you look to the Northern California and the Middle of California, you can see the outline of the Haarp ring all the way to the Pacific Ocean. So warnings and watches from now to September 7th for moderate to major earthquakes. Alright, as we go to the Central Plains and Central, there ain't nothing really going on. No Haarp ring, no BS. As we move down to Texas and Mexico and the Gulf of Mexico, we can see a system out to the west, out to the east of Mexico and Texas. little system, rain, water, ain't going nowhere, staying in one place. In the Gulf of Mexico, they're still recovering from Hurricane Harvey. There ain't no scalar squares or Haarp rings. But what's crazy is this: where Hurricane Irma is definitely going to impact, we do see a whole bunch of Haarp rings. We see a scalar square right here between Tampa Bay and the Key West. We see a scalar square. So from now to 72 hours, we're going to see an increase in weather. All right, it depends on how long this scalar square land stays there. That means that they're warming up this area, this water right here. All right, so they're warming it up in the Gulf of Mexico. All right, on the west of Florida for the next 24 to 72 hours. In central Florida, you can see a Haarp ring, so warnings and watches from now to September the 7th. All right, folks, but we do see scalar squares between Tampa Bay and the Key West and the Gulf of Mexico. We do see tiny Haarp rings in the central of Florida. We do see a Haarp ring, all right, between Florida and Cuba. We do see Haarp rings on the East Coast, right here, right outside of Virginia. Look at that. Perfect Haarp ring. All right, folks, so warnings and watches. That water is warming up. They're hitting that area, all right, for the next, from now to 72 hours, folks. All right. Also, where Georgia and Florida is, we do see a Haarp ring. So warnings from now to 72 hours. Now, as we move to the Midwest, we got a strong system that's growing. Look at that system. That tail is growing. All right, folks. And it's moving southeast. All right, and this is strong storms, possible tornadoes in it. All right, folks. And we're going to see it make its way through. We're going to start from the Midwest. Indiana, Ohio, West Virginia, South Carolina, North Carolina in the next 24 to 48 hours. To the north, we don't see no Haarp rings, no severe storms, but here comes another system right behind that strong line. Look at that strong line. All right, folks, it reaches all the way out to the Central Plains. And within this system, if you guys live in front of this system, warnings and watches for tornadoes. That's a strong system. All right. Now, let's get to Hurricane Irma. Warnings and watches for the next 24 to 48 hours. But definitely, if you live in the Leeward Islands, please be prepared. You do got a Category 4 hurricane, and it's strengthening up, possible Category 5 as it passes through the Leeward Islands, north of the Leeward Islands. From 36 to 48 hours after the Leeward Islands, warnings and watches for Puerto Rico and Haiti. We're going to keep you guys up on track, but this is what this storm is going to do. So we got this system pushing from the Midwest down south. All right. Then we got another system out to the ocean. You can see these clouds, and we got high pressure over here. All right. So this system is getting pushed down right now by the high pressure between 40 north, 30 north, 50 west. All right. So it's heading right towards the Leeward Islands. Right behind that, after this system passes through, we got another high pressure. All right. So around the Leeward Islands, Puerto Rico, Hurricane Irma is going to start moving northwest. All right, it's going to start moving up. After that, there's a 60-70% chance, no matter what, Haiti, you guys are going to feel the outer bands of Hurricane Irma, but there's a 40 to 60% chance that it might make landfall too in Haiti. But definitely, if you live in Puerto Rico right now, prep up, put shelter up, put boards up. If you live in Puerto Rico, if you live in the Leeward Islands for the next 24 to 48 hours. After 48 hours, you got Haiti. If you're living in Haiti or the Dominican Republic, please be prepared. If you live in Cuba, please be prepared. If you live in Bahamas, please be prepared. From 48 hours on 72 plus another 24, 7, 8, 9, 96 hours. So 96 hours from now on Monday. All right, 96 hours from Monday. 24 is the 5th. 48 hours is the 6th. 72 hours is the 7th. Alright, so 3 days from the 4th on that Thursday, Friday, Saturday. If you live Bahamas, alright, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Alright, we're going, alright. So, right now, tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, if you live in Leeward Islands, Puerto Rico, please be prepared. Alright, that's Tuesday, Wednesday. Wednesday night, Thursday, if you live in Haiti, Dominican Republic, Cuba, outer bands of the Bahamas, and Caribbean Islands, please be prepared. Friday night, Saturday night, warning, warning, warning. If you live in Florida, be prepared. Alright, this storm has 2 ways it could go. Alright, this storm could go up. The storm is going to move northwest, but it ain't going to turn completely. I'm afraid I'm giving this a 50. If you live in the Gulf of Mexico, alright, because we've seen that scalar square, alright, between Tampa and Key West, alright, I'm afraid that this thing might cut over and go to the Gulf of Mexico. So if you live in the Gulf of Mexico on the other side, if you live on the west side of Florida, Tallahassee, Tampa Bay, St. Peter's, if you live in Miami, alright, please be prepared. If you live anywhere in Florida, just be prepared, alright, folks? Get the hell out of Florida right now. Alright, I'm putting warnings and watches, 50% chance for Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana. I'm putting a 50% for Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina. Alright? This storm could either go any way, but definitely if you live Leeward Islands, Puerto Rico, Tuesday, Wednesday, be prepared, have backup plans, put boards up. Alright? If you live in Haiti, Dominican Republic, that's Thursday, Friday, and Cuba. And Friday night to Saturday morning, Bahamas, the Caribbean Islands, and upper part of Cuba. Alright? Now, Saturday to Sunday night, Florida. Alright? Now, September 11th, alright, this thing could go either way by then. So I'm going to bring warnings and watches on the 7th. But right now to the 7th, warnings and watches for Leeward Islands, for Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, and Cuba. Alright? If you live on the East Coast, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, please be prepared, pack up. Alright, folks, have all your emergency stuff in gear. If you live in Florida, it should be mandatory right now that you guys are doing that. If you live in Alabama, Mississippi, New Orleans, same thing as on the East Coast. Please be prepared. I think this storm is actually going to go to the Gulf of Mexico. Hopefully I'm wrong. I thought it was going to go on the East Coast and turn and maybe go back out to the ocean. Alright. But this storm has a 50% chance, Atlantic or Pacific. And also one more thing, if we look at this, Haarp is hitting Hurricane Irma right now, folks. Alright, so check out, bam, right there. Increase the category 4, bam, again. Alright, so this thing's tumbling right towards the Leeward Islands. And if you go to here, alright, we gotta get this up to a category 4, but he can't, not on this hurricane simulation. We gotta change it to fall time. We got a high pressure here, and we got high pressure movement right here. So we're going to put this high pressure right here that's going to be affecting it the most. We're going to get this up to a category 3, because this is the highest it's going to go as a category 3. We're going to put it right on track. And after that, you got another high pressure. It's going to come down here. That's what's scary about that. Alright, so let's put it on track. I'll put that high pressure right there where it's supposed to be. So, Leeward Islands, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Haiti, Cuba, Bahamas, Florida. It's going to make its turn either right after Florida or before Florida, folks. And it makes it back to a Category 3, Category 2, and re-hits Alabama, Florida. Alright, so this storm right now, as we speak, is getting hit by Haarp. Alright, if you live in Leeward Islands, you guys should be already prepped. That storm's coming through tomorrow. If you live in Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic and Haiti, Please be prepared Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. If you live in Cuba, Friday, Saturday, and Bahamas. Friday, Saturday, Sunday morning, Florida. Alright, I got warnings and watches, like I said, till September the 7th. And on the 7th, we're going to come back and we're going to give you a 100% accurate reading on either it's going to hit the East Coast or the Gulf of Mexico. Right now, it's 50-50%, but it's definitely hitting the Leeward Islands, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Haiti, Cuba, Bahamas. And Haarp is hitting this thing, as you can see. Alright, this is the No Face Movement. Until next time, please rate, subscribe, follow me on Facebook, Twitter. This is the movement. Until next time, facing off.